What's up? Got my new outfit. All right. Yeah, I don't know how long this COVID stuff is gonna last, but I'm getting I'm getting outfits to match all the stuff, and basically, my philosophy for this, for basketball, for everything is you gotta just roll with the punches, man. Like if they give you playing time, if they don't, if they play at the center, if they play at the point guard, whatever they do in your life, you gotta just roll with it. So if they if they close down the country, if they don't close down the country, I mean, you got to figure out a way to get better at basketball. You got to figure out a way to get to do your passions in life. All right, where there's a will, there's a way. All right, I was not sure if the live was for today or later, but now I know. Now you do know. Happy Veterans Day to any veterans out there. Thank you for your service. All right, and we are still doing practice today at Tice Valley. So I know it's Veterans Day. I know maybe you had school off or something like that. I don't know. I just work out. All right. Anyways, quote of the day is courage doesn't always roar. I think this one's great for Leandre. All right. This one reminds me of you. All right. And basically, people think that to be courageous, to be brave, is to be like a lion, right? And to go out there and just like face all the challenges and go rah, like right in everyone's faces. Like do everything that you can and like be powerful and strong and this. Nah, it's not always like that. Bravery or courage doesn't always roar. All right. It doesn't always. Sometimes all courage is just waking up in the morning and say, I will try again today. All right. It can be soft. It doesn't have to be hard. So for Leandre, for you, it's just all the things that you've done all spring and summer, now fall long, and to keep working out, even though you're just a little bitty dude, and to keep coming. Or like, for some of our players to work out with older players, that's courageous. It's a courageous act. And I was talking to Sway today about this quote, and I said, I didn't have a chance to be brave, as brave as I wanted to in high school, because one, my stepdad was my coach. I mean, so like anything I said, it was okay. Two, I was huge and I was really good. So anything that I said, it mattered. So like these guys had to listen to me, right? So I said for him, if he spoke up, that would be different because he's not like I was. All right, his dad's not the coach. He's not a enormous 6'7" athletic dude. All right, if he speaks up, that would be hard because everyone will be like, "Who are you? Why are you talking?" Even for saying the right things, they're gonna be like, "Who are you? Why are you talking?" All right, and to have that kind of courage, it takes another level of courage. All right. So I'm sure that you've heard like I stutter. And I think for me, doing this show is brave, right? It's courageous. Whereas someone else, I mean, they could do this in their sleep, right? This is nothing for them. They're just like, oh, I'm just talking. What's so hard about talking? And for me, it's like my most dire fear in life, right? So being courageous, being brave doesn't always have to roar. So and again, two more things is Martin Luther King, he was brave. He was loud, boisterous. He's up there in the face of everyone that might kill him, just right in their face. And yet, Rosa Parks, all she did was sit down when they told her to stand. Sat down on the bus. Sat down in the front of the bus when they told her to stand. She didn't yell. She just said, I'm tired. I'm not moving. All right. And that was just as courageous as Martin Luther King stuff. So, courage doesn't always roar. All right. However you have to do it, you can be courageous. Even if your courage is soft, even if your courage is like the non-typical thing that people see courageous. All right. So make sure that you guys are courageous every single day of your lives. All right. Elementary workout today. We have one-on-one, no steals, no blocks. All right. For this one, when you're playing one-on-one, you want to be able to get out over somebody. But when you're shooting by yourself, you have to pretend that there's someone in front of you. However, that's hard to do. So this is like an intermediary step. This is an in-between step. So you're not shooting with no one on you, and you're not shooting with someone guarding you because you haven't practiced it yet, right? You're shooting with someone on you, but they're not allowed to block it, or they're not allowed to steal. So you only get one dribble max. You want to pull up, shoot your shot. But as the defender, you're not just playing weak defense. You actually probably for this one have to work even harder than real defense. because now you have to slide and also get out of their way, and then also put a hand up without blocking them or fouling them, right? And what you want to do on defense is, just so you can get a workout as well, is you want to move your first foot correctly. So if they go that way, move this foot correctly. All right, you don't want to step close step and then step that way. All right, you want to step far step and then slide. So you want to react, whether it's this foot or whether it's that foot, the correct way that they're going. So defense can also get better. And when you're avoiding the ball, realize, I mean, if you're playing good defense, they shouldn't be able to get a shot off on you. If you're like, well, it's just hard to not block their shot. Dude, think about real games. How many block shots do you actually get? You don't. So stop trying to block those shots and just go for their face and try to slightly get in their vision so that they miss the shot. So you're still playing real defense, but it's probably even harder now because you're trying to also avoid them. All right. Anyways, next one is make 15 threes in 3 minutes. That is a great goal. Line jumps to shots. There's 8 different line jumps. Shoot in between. Tap series, 21 times 3 jumps, and quick ball touches. I'm going to talk about those in a second. Let me just run through the rest real quick. For middle school, we have shell drill, defensive free throw box outs, lots of cones, and on count quick dribbles, lane slides, and post big seal to score. For high school, we have favorite underdog 1-on-1. I played Sway again today, and my back hurt. Oh man, my back hurt. It hurt so much, and I was like, let's just play this real quick. And he chose. I gave him a choice. I said, do you want to play the 3 dribbles max, or do you want to play unlimited dribbles, where he has a better chance to get off shots? And he chose 3 dribble max again, and he did score on me. So he hit a 2-pointer, but I beat him 7-2. But I had to beat him fast because, man, my back was killing me. All right. Man, he's going to get me one day because I'm just going to be too old. Maybe. We'll see. And then we did last second shots. He shot 10 shots each off the dribble and off of sprinting catches. And it was last second shots. And then we played a little fake 1-on-1 where we couldn't block each other's shots. Oh, no, we could. But we had 3 seconds to score from half court for last second shots. And then we did weave rebounds. Just talked about that one. Athletic spin to reverse. He was struggling because his spin move, he wasn't spinning around fast enough. You have to use your head when you sprint. Turn your head first, and then your body will follow. And also kept missing it. He kept missing the shot. After a while, you have to start making your layups. You have to focus enough where you get your layups. All right? And then pick and roll, retreat, then beat. So when you go off the pick, and you retreat, cross, now you explode by the big man. All right, so that the big man will block the guard trying to guard you. You got to explode from half court and go in there for a floater or a layup. And the last one is ball drop layup. For this one, we did ball pounds actually to push the ball out so you can get as low as you can, as far as you can for a layup. All right, so talking about the motivational story of the day. This story is about Dennis. All right, and the book it says, I once had a young player who wanted to be great. I did not include Dennis's name because one, his name is Dennis Pomazanov. It's too long. I had a short window. Okay. Also, I didn't want to embarrass his mom by including her in the book, but just know if you ever read this story in our book, this is about Dennis. Okay. All right. So to tell you the whole story, basically, Dennis was a 6th grader when he came into our program, and he was tall, like maybe 6 feet tall. And he wore glasses, and he was bad at basketball. But he looked at me and said, I want to make the NBA. And I laughed. And I don't know why I laughed. I still feel bad. And I laughed at him, and I said, no, I didn't mean to laugh. Sorry. I just laughed because you don't know what that entails. You're saying, I want to make the NBA, but you're not willing to put in the work. He goes, I'll do anything that you tell me to. That's what he said. But anything? He goes, yes, anything. So this dude did anything I said for like the next 2 years. And oh, did he get good. He got so good. He's getting better and better and better. So by 7th grade year, I said, play with the high schoolers. So he played with the 9th and 10th graders. And he did whatever I said. And he got his butt kicked. Bad. Whenever he touched the ball, they stole it from him. Whenever he tried to dribble, they stole it from him. Whenever he tried to guard someone, they hit him down because he's not strong enough. He was as tall as they were, but he wasn't as strong at all. Very, very skinny. All right. His brother is Zach, if you guys know Zach. All right. So he's about Zach's height. And he was getting beat up, beat up, beat up, beat up. But I was like loving it. I was like, keep going. And he was like right into them trying so hard. Right. And he's like bleeding some games, like seriously, like blood from his mouth. And I was like, I'll keep going, coach. And I was like, great job. Anyways, his mom called me after about like 6 months of this. And she's like, can you please put Dennis with his grade in 7th grade. So we can see how good he is. So he can see how good he is. I want him to feel like he's like special because he is so good now. And I was like, I know he's good now, but I'm not going to do that. I want to keep getting him better by playing him with the older kids. And she's like, no, I wanted to play with the younger kids. So finally I was like, whatever. You're the client. I'm just the coach, whatever you want. So I put him down with the 7th graders. So he plays with the 7th graders and he dominates. It's his first time really dominating. He dominated so bad. We won every game. He's the tallest guy out there, scoring so easily. The referees came up to me and they were like, oh my God, was this the same kid from last year? He's amazing. What have you done? I'm like, oh, it's all him. He's working hard, blah, blah, blah. And we're about to win the championship. We have like 2 more games to win the championship. And Dennis comes up to me and he says, hey, coach, I understand why you cut me from the high school team, but is there anything that I can do to get back up to the high school team again? And I was like, what? Well, you don't know? Well, your mom told me to put you down with the 7th graders. I wanted you on the high school team. And he's like, what? And he got mad. And he goes, bye. And he just left. And then he goes out to the car where his mom was. And next thing I know, his mom called me up and was like, can you please put Dennis back on the team? Can you please put Dennis back on the high school team? And I was like, no. You asked for him to be on the 7th grade team. He's going to stay on the 7th grade team until this season's over. Then maybe next season, I'll put him up with the high school team. And I thought it was a very, very cool moment. Because you can't just hop around. You know that story? Yes. And you have to be brave enough to do those things. But also you got to realize parents are scared. Parents will always be scared for the kid. And as a kid, if you don't want them scared, sadly, and I don't believe in this, but you can't come home crying. You can't come home sad. You got to fake it. I'm not saying that you can't get sad. That's part of life. All right? It's cool. That means that you're passionate. It doesn't mean that you can't cry. I mean, heck, that you care. But in front of your parents, don't show tears. Don't do it. Or at least, if you must cry in front of them afterwards, say, hey, I do love it though. I want you to know I loved this. It was just hard and I happened to cry. But I really want to do it. But if you can hide it from them, hide it from them. Cry around your friend. Cry around your coach. Don't cry with your parents. Because your parents will think that you're weak and they won't let you keep going. All right? So I don't know what to say. Or maybe talk to your parents about it before and say, listen, even if I cry, don't take this from me. I want to try hard. All right. So anyway, that's the story about Dennis. And his mom knows about the story. And she feels like, she's like, well, I'm glad that I can help your program. And she knows other stories about her, but I promised that I wouldn't put her name in the book. So her name's not in the book. Her name's Anna, by the way. Come on, Anna. All right. Next thing we got is our elementary workouts. We're going to talk about them one by one. And then I was going to go over the challenges and then possibly the movies again, too. All right. We have with the one-on-one, no stills, no blocks. I described that one. Now make 15 threes in 3 minutes. I don't expect the first through fourth graders to do this, but I expect them to try. See if you can make 1 in 3 minutes. If you're too young, make 2, something. But by the time that you're a 6th grader, you should be able to make I would say 10 in 3 minutes. All right. And by the time that you're in high school, this should be easy. All right. But for our high schoolers, they can't do it. All right. So you have to understand what good shooting is. So through all your shooting practice, if you shoot 500 shots a day, this is how you can tell if you're a good shooter. All right. So do your shooting stuff. But if you want to tell where you are, put 3 minutes on the clock and see if you can make 15 threes. Now, if you can't do that, you're not ready yet. I would even say if you can't do that, then don't shoot threes in the game. I don't know. All right. Because I definitely would not trust you yet. Line jumps to shots. The line jumps, now what we do, you don't even have to shoot for these, by the way. We just add the shooting so that the kids have a little break between the line jumps. The line jumps are the most important part. Jumping forward and back, sideways, 1 foot forward and back, other foot this way, that way, and then scissor steps, and then cross scissor steps. All right, and it's all those 8 jumps. We go as fast as we possibly can for like about a minute each, and it gets you quicker, it gets you better, it gets you faster. And then we have tap series, coming forward, tap between your legs twice, and then go crossover or go straight, and it's how you push out. You go left hand, go right hand, and it's all about changing, but quickly trying to read the defense to see whether they're leaning this way or that way. All right. Next thing, 21 times 3 jumps. This is one that a few kids have ever done in our program. Man, if you have a basket, you can lower it to get these as dunks. If not, you can keep it high, go for the net, jump as high as you can, whatever you can do. And you want to run in, jump off the left leg, jump off the right leg, jump off both legs. And you repeat that 21 times. That's a lot of jumps. You're going to get the exact leg muscles that you need working. And then you're going to get stronger at jumping. And then after a while, you're going to be able to dunk it. All right. Last one is quick ball touches. This is quick jumps. All right. Now, sometimes you get to prepare to jump, but during basketball, you actually don't get that many chances of that. Most of the time in basketball, it's like a quick rebound or a quick block shot or a quick loose ball. And like you're using your legs in very quick ways, like that. All right. It's not like you're preparing. So for these jumps, you're going to jump 21 straight times in a row by bouncing like a rabbit or something like that, like a pogo stick. All right. You're going to bounce up and touch it with the right, left, both. You're going to keep bouncing. And that ability to quick jump and to make your quick jump faster and better is going to propel you to be just a better overall basketball player jumper. All right. Because it's all about your second jump. And that's about it for all the drills. Make sure that you guys are doing the drills. Okay. Again, I know that we don't have practice, but you must be doing these drills. You can't just listen to them. I mean, listening to some of the practice ones is okay, but not the workout ones. For the workout ones, you have to do these things. Or you have to go out and do these things. And again, I'm telling you the answers to the test. Now just write them down. But you don't just write down the answer for this. You have to actually go outside and do them. Do these things. Find a basketball court. Do them. If you want to film them, you can do that. Turn them in as homework. That would be awesome. All right. For challenges of the day, any interesting ones do we have? Let me see. The most interesting challenges I like are, I do like the 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge, right? Because everyone can do this one, but this is for the first graders. And it's you get a 2-minute video. You can check our website, and you get a 2-minute video that has 8 different songs on it. And every 15 seconds, it switches songs. And you can do this every single day. It's just 2 minutes. All right. And it's a great ball handling drill where you do all 8 different ball handling drills and you follow along to the video. So I don't know if you want to wake up with that as your alarm clock. That would be dope. Anyways, another one that I want to say that's interesting. Let's go with 8th grade, the trick shots. 8th grade trick shots, at least 5 minutes. Choose your previously unchosen trick shot drill for 8th grade. As I put together a Hall of Fame video for Finley and Ian, I saw a comment from Finn, not Finley, but from Finn, the boy. And he said, hey, I didn't see anybody do the yo-yo here, so they're not that good like that, because he did the yo-yo. And then Finley responded by saying, I'm not trying to be dude perfect, dude, like that. I thought that was funny. And I have to tell you this, though. She did try to do the yo-yo for a long time. All right. Her court kept giving. I like the trick shots. They are not basketball, but they are a passion. They spur you to stay on the court longer. It also helps you out with some touch stuff. You know, some trick shots might be good for basketball as well. But mostly it's for fun. And to include fun in basketball it's a crucial element. All right. So practice that stuff, definitely. Especially if you're bored, tired of being on the court, stay on the court, do some trick shots. All right. Next one is, let me see another one for you guys. How about 5th grade, Steph Curry Hall of Fame workout? The Steph Curry one, try it one time. Even if you're young, try it. And when it says 3-pointers, just shoot deep shots. All right. For the Hall of Fame workout, try one. Let me know if you tried a Hall of Fame workout. It's on our Hall of Fame page. Click on anyone's name, and then you download the app. Ian just downloaded, and he did his first workout today. Ian's workouts are getting kind of funny now. I don't know if he notices that what I'm doing, but now he has his own workout template. He downloaded the app. We work out every day over FaceTime, and he also chose his workout. He pressed remix until the workout that he wanted came up. So then he tells me, he sent me the workout. All right. So basically, I was just reading him all the stuff that he sent me. All right. So it was a very, very strange thing because he did all the work. And all I was doing was just reading off of this thing in a very, very strange way because he could read it himself if he wanted to. I was also timing him, but he could time himself. And he knows how to do all of our drills. So if he wants to go hard, he does well. He doesn't. All right. So really, what does he need me for? He doesn't. And I want him to realize that, but I'll take it slow. I'll let him realize it on his own. But it's a very interesting thing. When you guys do the stuff in the book, when you guys do the workouts, you might need me to explain it to you. You might need me to correct you a little bit. You might need me to occasionally hype you up. But overall, you have yourself, and that's all that you need. So don't sit around and wait. All right. I used to, I've known some players to do that. They would sit around and be like, "Hey, coach, can you help me shoot today?" And the coach would be like, "Oh, sorry, I'm busy. How about in like 2 hours?" They'll be like, "Okay, I'll come back." And then the player wouldn't work out. And I'm like, "Dude, you were there. You were ready. Go work out. You don't need someone to help you out." All right. So anyway, that's that. And make sure that you guys understand that you have the power. All right. You have the power. I'm mentioning our movies. I do get tired of talking, man. Talking the whole time is so hard. Let me just breathe. Okay. All right. I'm ready. All right. Anyways, let me see. Okay, I told you guys the movies, and let me mention the movies that I have not watched so far. All right. I have not seen We Are Marshall. I also have not seen, and We Are Marshall is for the second graders. I also have not seen Without Limits. That's for the sixth graders. And I have not seen Sugar for the 10th graders. And I haven't seen The Pride of the Yankees for the ninth graders. So I've seen 8 of the 12 movies. That's 66%. Let me see which one am I most likely to watch. I want to see We Are Marshall. All right. I think I'm going to do it. It's a second grade movie, and I'm going to watch We Are Marshall this month. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. But again, watch your movies. For Leandre, your movie is Secretariat. Great movie. All right. Watch it. Get inspired by it. The movies only cost like $2. That's the price of a Snickers. All right. Minus the change. All right. Watch the movies. Be inspired by them. All right. Please. Now, out of all the movies that I have watched, I'm gonna do a quick countdown to tell you my favorite ones. All right. Out of the 8 movies that I've watched, the one that I like least. Oh, I like all these. The one that I like least, maybe The Rookie. I did like it. I like all these movies. The Rookie was okay though. It was good. It was a real story. I thought it was kind of cliche, but it was a real story. So who cares? The teacher, and he wound up being a Major League Baseball player at the age of 40. Crazy story. I did look up all the stuff afterwards, so obviously I didn't hate it. 7 is maybe The Fighter. Again, another good movie. Nice fighting scenes. Definitely for older kids. But I thought it was a very interesting movie, but not like extremely interesting. Wasn't very memorable. And then for 5, I got to go with probably Secretariat. Although, I mean, it was very exciting. I liked it a lot. So it's my 5th favorite, though, on the list. And it's about a horse, which is crazy. I don't know why we went to go see it. It's about a horse. I think we might have gone like on Christmas, too. It was weird. And it was still just like a really good movie. And there's a part in it. I won't say which part, but everyone stands up and starts cheering in the theater. It's one of the few times I've ever seen that People were standing up cheering for a horse in the theater. I think that's what the nation thought back then, because it was a real horse, and everyone was cheering for this horse. And how many horses do you really cheer for in life? That was one of them. Fourth, I would say, let me see, my fourth favorite would be The Sixth Man. Sixth Man is my fourth favorite. Again, pretty good comedy. Not unbelievable movie, but pretty funny. I liked it a lot. The Sixth Man is our seventh grade movie. And then, now we're getting into it. I got my top three. Dude, I don't know. These are all very good movies. I got to go with The Waterboy, though. That's my third favorite movie on this list. The Waterboy. It's an eighth grade movie. It is so funny. It is so funny. If you haven't seen this movie, you got to watch this movie. The Waterboy is just a great movie. Man, I used to name my football characters in the video games the Waterboy, the one that I would have like sack the quarterback all the time. I give him like enormous like speed and strength and stuff like that. It's a very, very funny movie. I don't know what it teaches you about sports, but kind of teaches you to follow your own dreams, because his mom wouldn't let him play, and he figured it out, got on the field, and he tore it up. And also it teaches you your role as well, because he didn't know, like, he couldn't do that much stuff. He wasn't a quarterback. He was just a defensive player. He didn't even know how to like really play. They had to teach him stuff, but he found one thing he was good at, and he went after that one thing. So that's pretty cool. Second favorite, Varsity Blues. Yes, it's an amazing, monumental movie. It's a 12th grade movie. It does have some bad stuff in it, but nothing seriously bad. Do I think a little kid can watch it? Nah. I think anyone 8th grade and older can watch this movie. Maybe even 7th grade. Maybe even 6th grade if you're mature. But for 12th graders, definitely Varsity Blues. It's a really amazing movie. Basically, it's about a small town football player. The starting quarterback gets injured. He steps in. No one thinks he's any good, and then he just blows up and does awesome things. But then he has to catch up and do some soul searching, basically, when he realizes that like it's harder to be the star quarterback than he first thought, because there's all these other distractions. There's going to be other distractions for you in your life as well. My number one movie for this month is definitely Rudy. All right. The story of Rudy, again, another true story, is just, oh my God. When I watch this movie, it's for 5th graders. I think anyone can watch this movie. The only reason maybe a 1st to 4th grader wouldn't watch this movie is because it might be boring, because it's kind of long, and little kids, and they're also talking a lot. And little kids don't like talking. They like action, right? And there's not so much action, but there is once he gets on the football field. But I think anyone can watch this movie. By the end, I mean, if you're not crying, you're not human. All right. This guy was such an inspiration to like so many people in America and the world, that his story needs to be out there for everyone to know. And if you're an athlete and watch the movie Rudy, you're gonna be moved. You're gonna be moved to try so hard. And for me in my life, this movie and a few other movies, but this one especially, it meant so much to me. All right, it got me out there to try like, oh man, I put forth so much more effort because of Rudy, and I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate the guys who made the movie. I appreciate the actor of the movie. The actor, by the way, is in the movie Lord of the Rings. It's the main guy's friend. I think his name was Sam. All right, he's the main character in Rudy. So if you like Lord of the Rings, but want a football movie, this is the movie. All right, Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. That's what they were chanting in the end. All right, it's an amazing movie. Anyways, all these things for you guys. I like to see it from different angles of inspiration. Sometimes it's the basketball stuff, sometimes it's the movie stuff. I'm still planning to get this thing perfect. Once I start perfecting my program, I'm gonna actually start talking about it here. And I won't skip over the drills, but I'll just mention them real quickly. But I'll tell you guys step by step on how I'm creating my program for next year, okay? And it's going to be a transformative thing, and maybe you can like follow along and follow me through all the team stuff I have to get, through all the plays I'm designing, through all the gyms I have to get, through all the partners that I'm trying to get, through all the parties I'm trying to design, like through all maybe even the coins that I'm trying to make. You guys can be involved in that entire process if you keep following this show. So I might switch up pace here soon. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys at Trice Valley if you're going to go there. Heads up, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to put out everything for January and February. soon. And if you wanted to be involved in that, I put it out to Leandre and I put it out to Ali. If you guys want to do that show, I need you guys to have your parents pay for it soon. Within this week, they have to pay for it. So let them know if they want to do it. I sent out a text, so let me know. All right. See you guys later. Peace.